back to my channel, Jamie Friend Colors. Today we are continuing our journey in our Hannah Carlson Soulmate book, and we are on our octopus. Octopus, swimming in the water. Anyways, here she is. So we did the background with Inktense pencils, which I have here. I thought, since we did the background with Inktense, maybe we should do the rest of her in Inktense. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm sure we'll pull other things as well, but I think we'll start with some Inktense. So I'm thinking kind of a deep purple for the outside of the octopus, and then where the suction cups are, maybe pink. And then she's got some vegetation in her hair, so maybe some greens and something for our shells. Oh, and she does have hair. So we have the tentacles and the vegetation and some hair. So, all right, we're gonna have to pull some colors for all of that. All right, let's start with the vegetation, I think. So I pulled green aquamarine, teal, and spring green. So let's grab the spring green and we'll add some of that. Okay, let's grab this teal green. Now we're going on to the green aquamarine. These pencils, I don't use them a lot. They can be a lot of fun though. I think, well, when I first got them, they're probably one of the first coloring book fancy material, I guess you could say, that I ever bought. And I don't remember who it was. I think it was just a YouTuber, but I don't remember. Someone made them seem like they were so precious and like you needed to sharpen them with a blade and not lose any pigment, and just how precious and stuff they were. And it made me very scared to use them. Back to the teal. And I think now I'm of the mindset of I bought these materials, I paid for them, I better use them. Like I need to, use them, and they're not too precious. They're just an art tool. So have fun with your stuff. Don't think anything's too precious to use. Just use it and have fun with it. Back to the spring green. I'm just trying to put some dimension in here, and then we'll put the water on. All right, let's see. Let's put that center as green aquamarine. Okay, let's add some water. So I'm going to grab, this is a number 4. It's kind of small. I don't want too much water, so I dabbed it off. I'm gonna go right up that center first, I think. Beautiful. I'm going to dab off my paintbrush. Clean it, dab it off again. I'm going to start in the lighter area and work my way to the darker. Okay, I need a little more water, so I'm just dipping in the water and then dabbing it off on a paper towel. So that I don't have too much water, because I don't want too much water. Okay, that's really pretty. I like it. So I'm going to use that color combination on all of the vegetation in her hair. I really like it. Alright, so we'll let that dry and we'll move over to a place where it's not going to touch it. Let's do... let's do the section side of a tentacle. And for this I've grabbed Carmine Pink 520 and Shiraz 600. Alright. And we are going to start with the Carmine Pink. I'm just going to lightly kind of coat the whole thing, I think. And then we'll go in with the Shiraz and add some shadows and things. Okay, then let's get that Shiraz, the 600, and let's do like the inside of the section cups. And then we're going to do like here under the shadow of the leaf and around each section. Okay, and then I think I'm going to go back to that Carmine and just add a little more of that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my brush. I think the key with these, as what I've learned, is that I want enough pigment on the paper, so I've used the pencil enough, and then to use little water. And that one, which is why I don't use a water brush. I feel like I don't have control as much over the water with a water brush. I prefer a paintbrush and water because I feel like I have more control. I can dab it off and keep it a little more dry than I can with a water brush. And then you want the paper to be completely dry before you add any more color or water over the top of it. That would be my second or third tip we were on. Okay, we can always go in and add more color, but we want to make sure that it's completely dry first. Okay, so while it's drying, we'll do some hair. For the hair, I want it to be fairly dark. So I've pulled peacock blue, deep indigo, and ink black, and we'll see how that kind of works together. Alright, start with the peacock blue. Let's see. I'll do this piece up here. Another thing to remember when using these pencils is that the color is a lot duller before you add the water. So just something to keep in mind, that they are going to brighten up and be more pigmented after you add the water. Okay, let's grab the deep indigo. I think I'm going to leave the ink black out of it. We're just going to do these two colors. That's what I've decided. Okay, back to the peacock blue. I feel like I just need a little more of it in here. All right, and then our brush. Now for the outside of her tentacle, we're going to use violet and deep violet. So I'm going to start with violet. deep violet to put in any shadows or anything that you want a little more depth on. I'm going to grab just a little bit of a bigger brush. This is a number 8. Let's see how it does. Okay. Ooh, kind of pretty. I like it. All right, let me do that much of the picture. That will be a lot of it. And then we'll have shells and face and then like jewelry accents. So let's get to that point. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, up on her seashells up here, I want to bring some of the colors that we have down here. So I'm going to take the violet and use it on the bigger seashells. Then I'm going to take the pinks and use them on the little baubles behind. So we're going to start with the violet. Alright, what is going on with this pic? So I want to put just a little more shading on the hair and the tentacles, and so I've done it a little bit on this one and this one. I'm going to take Dioxine Purple from Prismacolor Premier for the tentacles and just add a bit more of the shading. Not a lot, just a little bit. Get a little more depth. And then on the hair, I'm going to use black to get just that little bit more depth. Alright, then the other thing, so I'll finish that up. The other thing I've been kind of playing with on this side is the gold. So I'm going to take a gold Posca paint pen, and that's what I'm putting in like the jewelry with. So we have like this hair piece, or this headpiece, that will make the same gold as we do the little things treasures she's holding with her tentacles. It's just fun to like play with your different materials and dust them off. It's been kind of fun about doing these spreads is because I have to do them so quickly. I don't have time to like meticulously use my pencils, and so it's been fun to see what other materials I have and what works well together. So it's been good. So dust off some of those supplies you bought and tackle a coloring book page. See how you can use it. Okay. Alright, so I'll play with that, and then the other Posca paint pen I've been using is black, and I'm putting black spots on the tentacles. And then I'm also making all the little water droplets black. And all the little bubbles black. I'm kind of thinking like ink from a squid. I know I don't know, maybe she's a squid, maybe she's not an octopus. I don't know the difference. I'm sure there is one, I know that. Octopus has 8 legs, right? She has more than 8. So I don't know. But that's what I'm doing. So I'm putting black on those, and then once it dries, I'm using a Sharpie white paint pen. You could use a Posca white paint pen, and putting that dot there to give it a highlight. And then I also put black on here. I'm kind of hoping that black will kind of help make the whole thing a little more cohesive, because right now it kind of feels, I don't know, like it's not quite as cohesive as I would like. So I'm hoping having that bit of black all over will help do that. Okay, so we'll do all of that. And then last but not least, we need to do her face somehow. So let's do pencils for her face. I didn't see any Inktense pencils that were good skin tone colors. So we won't base coat with that. Let's just go straight into Prismas. Let's do just a fairly simple face tone. Let's do with light peach, nectar, and henna. And then we'll add maybe, what's this? Dark brown for any deep shading. So I'm going to do a really simple. So I'll start with the lightest and then work my way dark. And that will be a speed through if you want more help with skin tones. I do have a playlist, go check it out. And yeah, so let's speed through this. Alright, so here she is. I've added all the gold and the shading and some shadows and the black. I painted this little right here, black with a Posca paint pen. So then we're just going to take either a white Posca paint pen or I have this white Sharpie paint pen. They're pretty much the same thing. And I'm just going to put kind of a dot in each of these. Black. I also like splotted, just like took my black paint pen and just splotted some black around. Which I'm really liking. I'm liking the texture that it's bringing. It looks like I forgot to do the black on her tentacles. I will do that. Grab that black for her, the splots on her tentacles. We only have a couple pictures left in this book. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. My camera died, of course. So what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my lack of battery was that I can't believe how quickly this is gone, like coloring this many pages in one book. It's it's been a bit of a challenge, but I've really enjoyed it. We've only got a couple pictures left to do. So I'm actually kind of thinking of, we're gonna do some Halloween pics, and then I'm kind of wondering if we should pick a picture and then really concentrate and just do a video on each element, because this one we really had to do like a whole spread in one video, which really forced me to like utilize different mediums and ways that I can work a little more quickly, whereas if we did a video or a series of videos working on one picture, then we could really take our time and make each element in the picture beautiful. I don't know, just a thought. That's kind of where I am going right now, so I'm still thinking about it, but that's kind of my idea. But I haven't picked a picture yet, so I've got to look for a picture to do that with. But I'm really liking her. I wasn't sure halfway through if I really did, but now with all the black, I think I am rather enjoying her. Yes. Alright, I'm going to call her done. I think she's really cute, actually. I love all the black. I'm in a black mood. I like it. Alright, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, that you find time to relax, enjoy yourself, color, do whatever you need to de-stress from life, because it's hard out there. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!